back. Are you going to have a big crowd for the big game or a more intimate affair? It's a time to add a little gourmet to those dips.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So they're a little less boring. Chef Rebecca from Busch's. Welcome to the Fox 2 Cooking School.
Hello.
Always love to have you here. Yeah, let's spice up those traditional dips.
Right. Well, I mean, Super Bowl, you know, there's a lot of heavy food. There's a lot of different kinds of food. And, you know, after a while, you can only have so many nachos. So,
exactly.
you know, you want to have some dips that are easy so you can sit and relax. You don't have to be fussing. But to make them a little bit fancier, a little bit better, just to give them that little extra, little bit of kind of spark.
And make them different from the other dips.
Absolutely.
So you don't feel like you're eating the same like
thing, yes.
sour cream base or, you know. So what are we making here today?
Well, we have a few different things. We are going to assemble a very, very easy crab dip, which is, you know, crab dip is usually very rich, and this one is rich, but there's a couple different flavors that we're adding here to make it a little bit different.
Okay.
So we're going to start with some beautiful jumbo lump crab meat. So
well, how do you buy that at the store?
Well, it comes in a couple ways. It can come kind of water packed, but it's usually like, it looks like a can, like tuna, but it's so much better. I mean, it's fresh, and it is really just beautiful, beautiful crab meat, and it's different from, like, you know, any other kind of like canned fish
meat,
you would see. Yeah. So this is beautiful white crab meat. Real crab, not, you know, any of the crab with a K stuff. So
no crab
we're using
with a K.
the real stuff. And so what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of mayonnaise, and we're going to add some creme fraiche. So rich, but not a ton of it.
What's creme fraiche?
Creme fraiche is kind of like sour cream, but a little more rich. So if you wanted to lighten it up, I suppose you could. You could use low-fat mayonnaise. You could use low-fat sour cream. But, you know, you're not using a ton of it.
Right.
So
and it's Super Bowl weekend. You're going to have calories. You're going to consume them just one day.
Yeah. A little extra few minutes at the gym, right?
Exactly.
So we're going to add our mayonnaise and creme fraiche there. We're going to add some parsley and chives.
Parsley and chives. All right.
A little bit of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, never the stuff from the bottle. Always use fresh. We're also going to add some Dijon mustard to kind of perk up the flavor a little bit. As you go into that one, go back to the lemon juice. Why not from the bottle? Because the lemon juice from the bottle has some preservatives in it. They give it a more bitter taste. And so fresh lemon juice is always going to be flavorful. It's not going to have a bitter aftertaste. Do a side-by-side tasting sometime. Good to know. And you'll see it's a big difference. So we're going to add our wet ingredients here. And then this is the fun ingredient that I like, the piquillo peppers. And piquillo peppers...
I thought that was red pepper.
Red? Yeah. Well, you could, but, I mean, piquillo peppers are just a little bit more spicy. Not real spicy, but they're just a little bit more sweet spicy. So we're going to add some of those in there, and then we're going to add a little bit of cheese. This is like a Monterey Jack. You could use Manchego, any kind of nice cheese. So you're not using like your just standard flavored cheese. So I'm going to add some of that in there too. So it's pretty rich, but crab, I will add, is very low in calories.
It is the crab, right?
So it's all about the
cheese and the mayo.
Right, right, right. So what we're going to do is just kind of put that into our little casserole dish here. Beautiful. This one is kind of on the small side, but you could use a really flat one. You could use anything that can go in the oven, a pie plate.
So you are going to bake this? We are going to bake this.
You could eat it raw. There's nothing here that is dangerous to eat when it's raw, but we like to cook it a little bit so that it has a little bit of melty cheese on it. And so I'm going to put a little bit of extra cheese on
the top.
Oops.
What's the green? Is there
parsley and chives.
Okay.
Yeah, so a little bit of parsley and chives, a little bit more piquillo peppers on top.
Just to make it pretty?
Exactly. So that's going to go in the oven, and when it comes out, let me grab what I have in the oven out here. When it comes out,
oh my goodness, that's so pretty.
Exactly.
It looks great.
Beautiful, delicious crab dip that you can serve with some bread slices, some crackers, or if you wanted to be a little more healthy, some romaine lettuce leaves.
All right, let's talk about some of the other dips you brought.
Okay, so what we have here, this is your standard guacamole. So Busch's has a wonderful guacamole. And what I've done here is just taken that and added some diced mango, some diced cucumber, and jicama.
Okay.
And a little bit of, and jicama is like a crunchy kind of.
What are the seeds on top of this?
Those are pepitas. Those are pumpkin seeds.
Oh, all right.
So it is delicious. It's fruity. It's a little bit different. And then up here we have our Busch's spinach dip that we just added artichokes, a little bit of cheese, some nicer Gruyere cheese.
Bake that as well.
Bake that until it's nice and brown and gooey and delicious.
All right. We're going to put all this information on our website, myfoxdetroit.com, if that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
All of this is available at Busch's?
Absolutely it is.
Rebecca, thank you so much. And I think we're coming back to talk to you in a little bit.
Very exciting.
Get into something a little more...
A little more boozy.
A little boozy. All right. Right up my alley. All right, Jason.